Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Gets around him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. At the 7-yard line. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona, and he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020, his most since 2015.
They'll run on first down with Cannon, and he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31, Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Here's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. That's taken on the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Watson off play action. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Watson. Flush to his right. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He shakes him off. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
4th down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. And what everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They give to Cannon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Watson, a bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Pancake football.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Yards remain for 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Houston.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Baker. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watson on 3rd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Freeman again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Texans 20, Browns nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Forced out to his left. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. The 40. Past the 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Chubb will get the call, running left.
Get off the field.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 96 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Texans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,